Good morning, Advent family. My name is John Powers, and my adventurous journey started at Advent in 2002. We had recently moved to Menor, and were looking for a church closer to home. The first church we visited was Advent. We were welcomed by a loving church family. It was the only church we visited after that. We are all on different levels in our spiritual journey with God. When I arrived, I didn't know who Jesus really was. I would volunteer to do things out of some embedded obligation to God. Not sure why. I had to do things to please God and others. I couldn't tell you anything about the Bible. I didn't even own one. Pastor Kovich asked me to help out with the men's ministry. Of course, I said yes, because I had to, otherwise someone would be mad at me. I ordered a Master Builder's Bible from Lutheran Men in Mission and started doing the Read a Bible in a Year program on January 1st of 2005. In men's ministry, we were using the courses, the devotional courses in the Bible. I had been self-sufficient since I moved out of home for college at 18. My motto was, I had to take care of myself, no one else will. My performance-based lifestyle allowed no one to get close to me. I had acquaintances, party friends, but no real friends. I built huge walls around my heart. In late April of 2005, I was part of the Experiencing God class here at Advent. And then I had a crisis of faith. Who is this Jesus they're talking about? What does he have to do with me? And what is this prayer stuff everyone talks about? God was calling me, as he had been for years. I was just too hard-headed to realize it. Until one day, when he revealed several things to me on my drive to work. It was a very spiritual 50-minute commute to work that morning. Halfway through morning, I took a pad of paper and went into the restroom and wrote down some thoughts and surrendered my heart to Jesus. Later that week, I shared what had happened that week with my Advent family a few days later. Over the years, as my journey with Jesus continued, I would spend more and more time with him and got to know him more. I still had my old performance habits, which he was about to deal with. Over a period of few months, I had several visions of Jesus saying, "Let me heal your wounds." I had a huge problem with forgiveness. I just wouldn't do it. If I perceived that you wronged me, I was simply done with you. It stemmed from the father wound from growing up in an abusive household. Through formational prayer counseling, I was able to forgive my father, and Jesus showed me my future ministry path of dealing with men in shackles, as I previously shared at Advent. When it comes to money, I would give money to the church, but we weren't tithing. Judy Bird from Project Hope had come to Advent and given a talk about Project Hope and finances. She mentioned Malachi chapter 3, verse 8. Will a mere mortal rob God? Yet you rob me. But you ask, how are we robbing you? In tithes and offerings. I really began to look at my performance-based finances and realized I wasn't trusting God. And then Michelle's job ended, and our son Luke was in college in Canada, and the favorable U.S. exchange rate disappeared within a matter of months. My mother was also in a nursing home on Medicaid, and I really began to question, what is the point of money? I make it, I spend it. I had heard the tithe talk before, thought it was an interesting concept, and always felt after the kids were through with college, then I would start to tithe. This is around the time of the earthquake in Haiti, when I heard that the average Haitian lives on $1 a day. A few years ago, it was stated at least 80% of humanity lives on less than $10 a day, which would be an annual income of $3,650. We prayed and prayed, and we finally threw in the towel and started to tithe. There have been some tough times, lots of prayer, and changes in lifestyle. But we are trusting God and growing in faith, and we have been blessed in many ways. God has given each one of us unique spiritual gifts, and we should use our talents where He directs us. For the past 3 years, I've been volunteering with Kairos Prison Ministry in the annual Advent mission trips. I'm the current Kairos leader for K-27 the last weekend in September at Lake Erie Correctional Institute, which is about 3 hours a day of work devoted to that. Matthew chapter 25, verse 36 says, I need clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Although not everyone at Advent is called into prison ministry, when I go into prison, the Advent family is there with me, with your prayers, your cookies, and your financial donations. When there is a need, Advent always rises to the occasion to share their times, talents, and treasures. I remember the men's ministry guys, we were sitting in a Sunday men's breakfast, and we heard that an Advent college student at Ohio State University was going to New Orleans to help out with Hurricane Katrina, and he was seeking funds. Just kind of impromptu, we passed the plate at the services that day and raised over $600. If God puts it on our hearts to do an event, Super Bowl suppers, benefits, we can always count on the Advent family to be supportive. Are you ready to take the next step with God on your spiritual journey? I'm so excited that 76 people have signed up for the Crossroads course this Tuesday. If you haven't, please pray about attending. Reading the Bible will change your life. It's changed mine. There's still room on the mission trip. Please pray about coming. The week is October 19th through 25th. If you can only be there part of the week, that is fine. Come see poverty in the U.S., only 8 hours away. And next Sunday is the day of service. Let's show the Advent love as we do God's work with our hands. Mother Teresa once said, a life not lived for others is not a life. Let us all use our time, talents, and treasures for others. In my adventurous journey here, I've learned that God loves me unconditionally, and it's not based on my performance. Although every time I serve, whether through Kairos Prison Ministry, mission trips, Convoy of Hope, benefits, the people I am serving bless me way more than I bless them. Let's continue this adventurous journey together.